Were the changes that I've experienced in my face the result of Botox? Well, I actually have had Botox, but I've only had it in my chin a very long time ago. So Botox really had nothing to do with the changes that I've experienced. I got Botox injected in my chin because when I would smile, I would feel a lot of strain in my chin. You can kind of see it here, and it would dimple a lot. And I just thought, okay, well, it's very cheap and easy to get chin Botox. This was before, by the way, I started any of my methods, before I started learning about myofascial release, facial tension release, all of that. I was still kind of Botox curious. So I got it one time in my chin, and I just did not like the feeling. I didn't like feeling like I couldn't move it as well. And that's also when I started to research other methods to change a lot of things that I wanted to change about my face that I thought were the result of tension, specifically emotional strain and stress that I was storing in my face. So that is what made these changes for me. And those really can't be replicated by Botox anyway. I also considered getting jaw Botox at the time because, as you can see, I had a lot of tension in my jaw muscles. This also made my lower face in general less sculpted and more clamped down and bulky. And if I had the money at the time, I probably would have tried jaw Botox, masseter Botox, but I am very glad that I did not, because no hate to my Botox users out there, but you really need to be careful because there is a lot of research coming out that masseter Botox use is linked to bone loss in that area. So Botox is nothing to mess with. Like, Botox is it's serious. And especially if you're using it for years and years and years, you probably are going to weaken that muscle. You're going to cause some degree of atrophy of the muscle and lose muscle tonus. And muscle tonus is really important for keeping our faces lifted and open. So yes, we want to keep it from getting too tense, too locked up with tension, and that's why we can use tension release methods and myofascial release. But if you are completely paralyzing that muscle, then you are preventing it from also staying lifted and healthy. I think that doing this naturally also prevented me from getting the jowling that a lot of people get when they try to inject Botox into the masseter muscles. When you just suddenly deflate those muscles, the skin can fall forward a lot. So this top picture was when I was 28, and then this is me now. I just turned 34, but I was 33 in this picture, and I have actually less jowling. You can see, like, here versus here. You can see that the tissue is more smoothed out because I got rid of the tension in the masseter, and then I also was working on all of the other structures in the lower face, improving the health and suppleness of all those tissues in the lower face, like all of these muscles that connect here at the corner of the mouth, working on tension in the dowel muscle, and also massage and gua sha over time is going to stimulate collagen production and make your tissue stronger and healthier. It also helps that I am less puffy here than here, even though I weighed quite a bit less in this top picture, so it wasn't weight loss. So comparing these pictures to these, because I know that it's hard to compare on a video sometimes, it's just not doable by Botox. You have to learn how to hold your face more open, more lifted into the V shape, which I talk about on my page. Not to mention, I let go of all the stress of my face. I learned how to not hold stress in my face as much. All of that trauma and stress that I had been storing in my face for years was obviously changing the way that my face looked, felt, and functioned. So I also think that I look a lot happier. I know that I feel a lot happier. It's not just about feeling happier mentally. It's also like your body just feels lighter, more open, more free. It can function better. So there's so much you can do over time, and especially if you commit to a practice of tension release and you are taking care of those tissues for years, decades, you're going to experience compounding benefits.